TV, a broader perspective. TV, a broader perspective.
Like a tea bag, you don't know how strong they are until you put them in hot water. That's how strong a woman is. Alright, so this is a welcome address presented by Blessing Ambrose on the International Day of the Girl Child 2022. So here is a hearty welcome, big and warm enough to encompass you all. To say that I am thrilled to see you will not best describe my feelings. It is my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all. Your presence makes us very happy and have the hope that it can only get better. International Day of the Girl Child is an annual and internationally recognized day that empowers girls and amplifies their voices. The day acknowledges the importance, power, and potential of adolescent girls by opening up of more opportunities, reduces violence and discrimination. In the past 10 years, there has been increased attention on issues that matter to girls among government, policymakers, and the general public for more opportunities for girls to have their voices heard on global stage. Today, we are celebrating 10 years of consistency. Each year comes with a theme, and the theme of this year's celebration is advancing girls' education and gender equality through digital learning. There will be plenty of knowledge-enhancing activities, panel discussion. We will give you time to ask those disturbing questions of yours. There will be some entertaining and refreshing activities to garnish the day with, etc. The main outcome of this event is to come up with national and international framework for the education system in Nigeria. The crux of this event will be to award the most outstanding girl of the year. I thought you would clap. You know what? Life seldom gives us a chance to know someone who can influence us so deeply, and I'm lucky to have the opportunity to meet you. Some of you have influenced me in one way or the other, and I believe that all participants will make good use of today. So once again, You're welcome to the 2022 International Day of the Girl Child. Sit back and enjoy the dose that we have to serve you. My name is Blessing Ambrose. Thank you.
I'm a girl child, I'm seen as an object of satisfaction. Because I'm a girl child, barriers are built around me which I dare not cross. Because I'm a girl child, I'm reduced to domestication while my brothers get educated. Because I'm a girl child, my place remains beneath. Because I'm a girl child, I dare not express myself. Because I'm a girl child, I dare not express myself big. When I aspire big, I'm overdaring and I dream too much. Just because I'm a girl child. Enough! I'm the world and its serenity. I'm its tranquility. It shows everywhere. I'm the window to humanity. Yes, I'm a girl child. My limits are boundless. I'm unstoppable. I raise generations. I build nations. I'm an asset. I'm not an object of gratification. I'm valid. My presence is strong and my absence remains deeply felt. It is time to end the bias and violence against the girl child. And return to all. The society is born. Thank you.
My absence is deeply felt. Somebody say my absence is deeply felt. My absence is deeply felt. That was a lovely one from Esther. Please, can we make some noise once again?
What is it about the digital economy? The digital economy is an economy that has changed the way things are done. This event, for instance, was put together by Beam TV and then in support with our own organization, iTech Center for Nigerian Women and Youth. And for many, many days of planning, myself and Blessing, we didn't see physically, but we were planning. Are we together? Did you see digital now? And here we are today. The girls from school, I didn't come to your school to say come and attend, but I could send what? A mail, a message, and everybody by the grace of God, we are here. Are we together? That means that with the digital economy, we can be anywhere in the world and we can reach out to everybody out there. Anywhere you are. The senior girls in the house, I'm sure I've defined. So senior girls, you know yourself. So when I'm referring to you, you know why I'm talking. Because today is our day as girls. No matter how old a woman is, she doesn't like to be called a madam. Sars, I hope you know. So when men say madam, you are looking back and wondering, who is he talking to? Are you talking to this young girl? Are you talking to this young girl? Mama? Young girl? Yes. Senior mama. So this is what we're talking about. Everybody wants to have their own space. And the space, like the girls just demonstrated to them, it's not the space like what the men thought we should be. And sometimes too, what most of us women thought we also should be. And this is very important. Most times we women ourselves, I don't want you today say men thinks we should be this. It is what do you think of yourself? Girls, are we together? What do you do what? Think of yourself. That girl says, I am not what? I am not what? Who remember one of those things that she said? I am not an object. Yes, yeah? I'm not an object of satisfaction. In other words, if you as a girl feels that you need to satisfy a man or satisfy someone else, irrespective of their gender, then you are actually saying you are an object of satisfaction. So that means that the first thing I want to say to all of us ladies here today is that, who are you? What did I say? Who are you? I hope you are going to put that down. It's a keynote, but you guys are here to learn. So the question is, who are you? Whatever age you are, you must define who you are. What is it that you love to do or you have wanted to be? What that you actually, when you wake up, you look at yourself in the mirror and say, my name is Wunmi Azan. How many of us have done that before? You stand before your mirror and you talk to yourself. Hello, anybody? Yes. Senior mamas, you are not lazy. You stand before the mirror like this and you look at yourself. My name is Wunmi Azan. I am beautiful. I am gorgeous. I am intelligent. I am brilliant. Nobody can stand against me. No man can say, sit down, and I will just sit down. Why? Because you are sure of who you are. And you know, previous years, people will say education is very good. You need to go to school. But today, education is not the only thing that makes anybody. Hello? Today's economy, today's worldwide, what is the knowledge and currency of today? Digital literacy. What did I call it? Digital literacy, what does that say? It says that even if you are 90, 100 years, you can carry your phone. You know the name of the person to call on your phone. True or false?
Electricity, vibes on a frequency, till infinity, steady on a different pitch. Life is not that deep, it's all about the energy, the mentality. Now you making my body, the body go sign. You know everything I do is nobody else concerned. So you go come online. Electricity.
Thank you. That was a beautiful performance by Community Secondary School Asokoro. Another round of applause for them. So the next section will be on how you can discover your potentials, those things that you have inside of you and you don't know that you have. And also, after discovering that, you utilize that for the betterment of a society. And to do that is the National Project Coordinator of Agile.
My name shall say it. I'm Mrs. Amina Abuba Haruna. I'm the National Program Coordinator of Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment, Agile. It's a World Bank project. It's our project, but it's a money being borrowed from the World Bank to support these girls. Now, to show you that the federal government of Nigeria and the Federal Ministry of Education has key interest in our adolescent girls to be in schools. So this program, what is this program trying to do is to ensure that we enroll girls into school, retain them, finish their secondary school, and even transit to the university. This is our concern. So we try as much as possible to ensure that we encourage our girls to go to school. And how do we do it? There are a lot of things to do. And Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment are doing much as possible to ensure that these girls are in school. Now we discovered that in some areas you can see primary schools, but there is no junior secondary school. And this also...
The theme of this year's celebration is advancing girls' education and gender equality through digital learning.
Coming from a Gen Z too, I'm also a Gen Z. Yeah, so coming from a Gen Z, one of the problems that we find or we come across is that a lot of people look down on us like we do not have the potential. And that's one. And which of the potentials? The technological access. A lot of people see that technology is a harm in our society. And for girls to go into technology is, double harm. Because one, we are not even allowed free access to education, or we're not allowed full access to education. And now the technological age has come and we are still not allowed to have these access. So you as girls, what are those things you can do within yourself, and what are those things that your environment, our leaders and our mentors can do within their own environment? So I'll start with the girls. As girls, you have to know the importance of technology first before you even know about the access. If you don't know what technology can bring to your table, then you won't have the niche to look for technology.
The mothers, you can encourage, you watch your children, especially the girls, let me say so. You watch them. When I was a young girl, my mother noticed something. Every piece of paper in the house, I would not throw it away. I would be looking for it, asking my brothers, where is that piece of paper that I kept here? So my mother was wondering, what is this girl coming up to be? Then the day I released my first album and published my Facebook, while the launching was going on, my mother was weeping somewhere. So when somebody asked her, what's the problem? She said, I did not know that this was what was deposited in this girl. That every piece of paper in the house, she will be writing things and keeping them. And this is what is coming out of it today. So the mothers, you have to watch your children. You know the talents that they have. Instead of discouraging them, encourage them.
What we need to do to our children or to the parents is to guide. Because I think there's ignorance being allowed. There's lacuna here that we need to close this gap. Girls have the same opportunity with girls. What a boy can say, a girl is also allowed to say.
What if here is that we want to ensure that every child, every girl's child, embrace ICT. We want you to have a career in ICT. And in Agile, we learned that COVID-19 has changed completely the way we do things. It has brought technology to our forefront. If not for technology, during Corona pandemic, the whole world would have suffered. We will know what is happening in the other world. But we are able to communicate with our loved ones through digital technologies. We are able to buy and sell through digital technology. We are able to conduct meetings through digital technologies.
With what we instill in our girls, your potentials are in you. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you can do. They are right there in you. Now, talking about ICT, that is in girls. What kind of sites do you go to? What do you use your internet facilities for? We've heard of lots of stories of where girls have been kidnapped through the internet. A lot of them have been killed through the internet. What do you use them for? So we encourage them as much as possible to do reasonable things.
Ma, I have a question for you, Miss Omowumi. I just want to ask, how did you juggle schoolwork and your personal life as a young teenager or as a young girl? Like me, I play basketball. and I'm also learning how to sew. I want to be a fashion designer, and I'm trying to grow my spiritual life, trying to juggle school work. I'm in different school, clubs in school. I'm working on a project like right now, and I'm just thinking of how to juggle everything. It's quite stressful, but I know that I can go to the top. When I read motivational topics and speech from people who have made it, especially females, I'm looking up to a lot of women. So I just want to know, how do you juggle everything and make your time, like you make your time useful?
How do I juggle being a wife, being a mother, and from the teenage years? I love that teenage years. I want you to know that you need to, when we say discover yourself, it is to be able to ascertain your strength. There's something they call SWOT. Your strengths, your weakness, your opportunities, and your strengths. SWOT, SWOT. If you take your time and say, what am I good at? If you give me this microphone to leave me, I can continue talking like this with you. I know that that is a space, but like Mommy told us, when your husband needs you, you must be there to cook. Is that also?
Know your primary, know your secondary, and know your tertiary. At the stage that you are, you're in school. So what's primary? Education. You have to be in school. We cannot fix a program or a training when you have to be in school. Your school is priority now. And then weekends, what do you do during weekends? That is when you bring in your skills. Your footballing, be jack of all trade and master of none. Pick one, nurture it. When you get to a certain extent, you add another one. When you get to a certain extent, you add, depending on your strength. And not to bring in all at once, and then you fail at once. I want to thank all the teachers, all the schools that have made out time to be here. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep encouraging your child. If you see opportunity, there are some teachers that when they see opportunity, some principals, when they see opportunity, they hold it. They don't allow students to be part of it. They say, leave this thing. Government is not giving us this. Must government give you everything? So anything that you know you can do, as they live now, it will be a thing of joy for you to see the child that you fought being a vice chancellor, being a first lady, being the president, being the governor, being this and that in the society. It will be a thing of joy to you. So let's join hands together. This thing is not just about government. This thing is about everybody. I have a role to play, and this is my role. We noted there that we are going to award an outstanding girl, so they should send in their nomination. And some schools sent in their nomination. Some say they don't have anyone to nominate for now. We say no problem, which means you don't have any girl that is outstanding in your school. So we did screening for all the nominees, and we have one recipient that we are going to award. A brief about Usman Dorcas here. Usman Dorcas was born on 1st July 2005. She is a student of Community Secondary School at Sokoro and currently in Senior Secondary Class 3, SS3. Dorcas has been outstanding academically and socially since she joined Community Secondary School in JS1. Please make your hand clap later. And that's not all. She stands out as a role model among her peers and many other students due to her well-coordinated characters, her outstanding performances in academics has placed her above her peers. Dorcas' sense of community service is second to none in the school. She takes it upon herself to always tidy up the class whenever students assigned fail to do so, and often ensures that her surroundings are kept clean without waiting for others. That's a typical African child. Most often than not, Dorcas engages in counseling students to desist from loitering around the classroom corridors during class hours. Is that true? She shows leadership quality in arranging students to be orderly during morning assembly and at school functions with politeness and charming smile. Can you clap? Dorcas represents the school in many competitions where the school has always come top. She is an achiever by all standards. She has attended several competitions such as God's Awesomeness Rolls and Reigns individually, Gary, where she took an active part in delivering speech. She has also ministered in several church programs as a lead singer and guest speaker, wow, where she held the audience spellbound. Dorcas' major interest is in taking a career in international relations, as it intends to become an ambassador to represent Nigeria in foreign countries. That is Dorcas, the winner of an Outstanding Girl Award 2022 of Beam Television. They say she's not here. Please, a round of applause for her. Somebody should come here and stand for her.
Congratulations for this wonderful award. I wish that you will be a girls ambassador so that other girls would follow suit. Congratulations once again.
Kudos to victims who have stayed strong wherever they are. We might not know, but we will give them kudos for staying strong in their trafficking. We will give rest in peace to those who lost their life. Kudos! Kudos! Kudos to the traffic victims! Kudos to the traffic victims! And for those who lost their lives! And for those who lost their lives! On the way! On the way! Rest in peace!
Beam TV, a broader perspective.
We'll start saying the thank you to the young people, because this program is prepared because of you. So thank you for taking out the time to be here. Thank you for taking out the time to learn. And thank you for taking out the time to practice what you have learned here tomorrow. Are you going to do that? Do you promise me that? Are we going to see some great women in the next 20 years who stay here and talk to other young girls? All right. And then we want to say a big thank you to all the wonderful people who have made this event successful. Thank you so much to Mrs. Amina Buba Haruna. A true mother indeed. Sometimes people think that government officials don't usually stay for events. But you saw her here. She's been here. She's done everything. Please, let's give a round of applause to her. Thank you so much, ma'am. We also want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Wumi Hassan. Also a big thank you to all the wonderful women here, all the teachers. Thank you for the team that came with Mrs. Amina. And I also want to especially thank these women in blue and white. You know, when you're doing something and the mothers are not there is a problem somewhere. Compatriots, Nigeria's follow day to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor
broader perspective.